The La Jolla kelp forest is one of the most extensive kelp forests on the west coast and is vital in supporting a vast ecosystem of marine life. In recent years, however, it has been rapidly disappearing, and there's little clue as to why. An El Niño event in 2016 devastated the kelp population, but in the years since, there's been shockingly little recovery. While global warming has led to overall kelp population disappearance and poorer restoration after these El Niño events across the globe, what is being observed at the La Jolla coast is especially dire. While scientists initially hypothesized that overgrazing of sea urchins may explain this especially poor regrowth, there is little evidence supporting this. Left with little clue as to why the La Jolla kelp forest is reacting so strongly, and with another El Niño event soon approaching this winter, it is critical to understand what is driving this kelp disappearance. Here we suggest that eutrophication may hold the answer to this phenomenon. Eutrophication refers to the overabundance of nutrients accumulating in a body of water, such as the La Jolla coast, increasing the frequency of algal blooms in that region. These algal blooms can grow to massive sizes on the water's surface, severely reducing water quality and light penetration through the water column. This reduction in light penetration could drastically harm the kelp population beneath, as kelp cannot perform photosynthesis without adequate light availability. The La Jolla kelp forest may be especially vulnerable to this, as the rounded shape of its coast results in reduced ocean circulation and greater algal accumulation. Understanding this, reduced light availability due to eutrophication could be a potential reason for the kelp population decline in the La Jolla kelp forest, and warrants further investigation. But why should we care about saving our kelp forests? Kelp forests are necessary for the survival of many critical marine ecosystems that coastal economies rely on. However, if there are no longer any kelp forests where these species can thrive, these fisheries will be out of business, resulting in the collapse of coastal economies all along the coast. Additionally, kelp forests are essential in reducing the amount of CO2 in the ocean and dampening the devastating effects of our massive carbon emissions. This is exactly why it is so critical to figure out what is driving the disappearance of these kelp forests in La Jolla and across the globe in order to save these beautiful marine environments for future generations to enjoy.